Hey everybody, welcome back to Type R Tweaks. Today's video, because although it's a bit windy, it is dry. We're going to do some under sealing of the car. Now I'm not going to do the full lot today. I'm just going to do pretty much kind of back axle towards the back of the car just now, because I want to try out a new product. And that product is called Lanoguard. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. So it's pretty much a spray-on product. It's minimal prep that you need to do. If anything, a jet wash where you can. I'm actually going to do some preparation because I do have some quite flaky rust spots that I'll show you in a little second. So I want to actually get that off and then apply the Lanoguard to the car. Now the Lanoguard system, if your car's already been under sealed, a quick wash down and you can actually just put the Lanoguard on top. Or if you don't have anything, like I say, taking it having a good bit of a clean, a bit of a scrub, and then just apply the product, and then you can just keep applying, whether it's every 6 months or a year, whatever your preference is. It can the product itself can last 18 months, 2 years, but it's good just to kind of have a look over and just reapply after a year or so before the nice salty winter roads are upon us, especially if your FN's a daily. So yeah, I'm going to show you a little bit of how the car is underneath, hopefully show you a good before and after, and I'll actually talk you through some of the products, some of the kit that you get, and just a little bit more information about the product, where it's came from, and what you need to do. So here goes. So you can see we've got some bad rust spots back here, and then when you get towards the kind of back axle, the bottom of the suspension arm, or the suspension itself, where the spring sits, pretty badly corroded all the way along. So I'm pretty much going to do from the under tray back, including the wheel arches as well, and see how I get on. And then another day I'm going to attempt to take the tray off and do the underside, because you can see pockets of rust in here. So try and protect that as much as I can and give it a good clean down. But yeah, you can see there's, this has been baked on for a while. So we'll get all that cleaned off and hopefully prepare the car for the winter. Again, this is just a driveway job. A lot of people prefer to have ramps where you can put the car right up, but I've not got that luxury. So if you're like me and maybe have a set of wooden ramps or ramps like these, it's a good job you could do in the driveway yourself. So this is the kind of underbody kit that I got from Lanoguard. So we've got the sort of liquid spray, we've got the grease that you can apply to certain parts, certain bolts and things to give them a protection. We've also got the spray nozzle that goes into the bottom the bottle. A pro spray as well, if you wanted to have a little bit more of a mobile spray, but I think this one's pretty good with the long reach hoses, and you do have an adjustable nose on this as well, so you can get a long stream or a spray, but you also get this 360 sprayer. So this actually screws onto the top of here, but it has these kind of small holes on it. So if you were having to go inside any holes, or if you had to go inside a piece of, I suppose, box section, if you were doing a trailer or something like that, you just fit that, find a little hole, put that in and spray it, and it gives you that kind of 360 spray, and then you would just offer that through that box section and give you that internal spray. Probably a little bit more accurate than, say, this if it was just on a stream and you were trying to squish inside the hole. This one you can actually get right inside and give that inside protection. So I mean, the Lanoguard system, it really works by offering a layer of protection that doesn't allow air or moisture to the surface, which essentially would would stop any rust coming. And like I say, it comes in these kind of liquid form and a grease form as well. We're predominantly going to be working with the spray today, but as we get towards some of the, you know, brakes and things like that, use more of the grease. It can be applied across pretty much any product. It is advised on things like brake discs and calipers, just cover them up when you're doing the wheel arch area, and then just apply grease to some of the parts. But yeah, mainly focusing on the spray today. So I've got myself a couple of wire brushes initially, just to kind of scrape off some of the loose dirt and things like that. You could jet wash it, and then you have to wait on it drying, so I'm just going to sort of wire brush it. I've also got some wire brush adapters for a kind of drill, so I'm going to be using some of that as well. But anytime you're using and doing anything like this where there's kind of dirt flying about, just make sure you wear some safety glasses, prevents things getting in your eye. So yep, let's go and get started. So this is everything that just came off that back section. No, quite a lot of dirt, rust flakes, all that sort of stuff. So it just shows you how much is collected under the car over the years, or over our years running. Definitely worth maintaining the bottom end of the car, underneath anyway. And like I say, probably going to get a lot more from the remainder sort of front end of the car. Oh, can I see why folk go to a garage to do this? It's not the cleanest job in the world, but here's what it looks like at the minute. So pretty much got off most of the dirt, buffed down the rust as much as I could. There wasn't much else coming off it without actually then sanding it. So I'm going to start spraying the product, and I'll show you a little bit in progress, and I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Now that 360 sprayer will be really good to go into these kind of holes, just so you can get up there and get a 360 spray in each of these holes. So I'm going to be doing that. Next. I'll show you the sprayer before I put it in, so you get an idea. So that's the 360 sprayer. So when you squish that, you see it comes out kind of four sides, and ideally for these sections here, you get it right in, all the way, give it a spray. I've already done it, but I'm just kind of showing you where all the kind of different places on the FN2 where it could all go, and really just to give the car as much protection as possible. So that's it so far. Definitely notice a difference, and this stuff will just keep you have to kind of leave it a good 24 hours, but it's and then I think it gets more protection over time, but at least we've got a form of protection on now. Let that settle. Like I say, I'm probably going to take the under tray off and do the front of the car as well, just to get a kind of full all-round protection. But certainly a good start. Quite like the product. We'll maybe see over the next couple of weeks what it's like. But that was pretty much one full coat. You don't really need to put any more than that. That tub should last half of that, or maybe 3/4 of that, or 2/3 would cover the car. So there's certainly enough to do a little bit of top up of certain areas. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. pretty dirty job, but I think I had a lot of prepping to do. But if you've had a good maintenance under your car, you just need to get underneath, give it a bit of a wash, and then just apply the product. So yeah, happy with that. So that's it for this video, just a quick one. I'm not going to show you the full process, but just give you an idea of the product that's out there. I've not heard many people talking about it. There is, if you go on Lanoguard's website, they'll give you all the details of everything that you need. I'll put a link in the description below. There's also a kind of Lanoguard user group. It's probably about 3,000 members strong, and people asking advice, people sharing what they've applied the product to. And I suppose some evidence of the cars that have been getting done. Not only cars, but there's machinery, there's trailers, boats. You know, there's loads of things that are this product's good for. So I'm just applying it to the FN2, but there's lots of things there, and the website's got a few videos on it as well that you can have a look at. And they've also got a YouTube channel with an introduction to the products, a little bit more detail than I've maybe provided today on the product and how they're applied and where it all kind of started from. So yeah, go and check them out, and it's definitely worth the money. You know, some of the other products can be a little bit messy, albeit kind of relatively doing the same job. But like I said previously, if you've had pretty good maintenance on your car, it's a really good one just to give it a quick wash and then just spray the product, and that's you got your all year round protection. So a pretty easy job, unlike me today, because I've not really looked after the bottom of the car until now. So until the next time, keep safe, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and if you want to comment on the video what you thought of the product, by all means put a comment on. I tend to reply to most of the comments on the videos. And yeah, and if you want to share that with anyone else, please hit that, share that on social media and things like that as well. So until the next time, catch you all later.